Kamala Harris releasing her medical report sent the right scrambling this weekend, and their attempt to do damage control was laughable.
I saw that Kamala Harris issued her medical records. Congratulations. Donald Trump's health is on display for the entire country every hour of every day. He has more stamina and mental acumen and strength than any political figure probably in the history of the country.
Welcome into TYT Overruled. I am your host, Adrienne Lawrence.
He's not being transparent, so check this out. He refuses to release his medical records. I've done it. Every other presidential candidate in modern era has done it.
Donald Trump's health is on display. Everyone in America can see it. The man works nonstop. He never quits. He probably sleeps 4 hours a night. He doesn't require as much sleep as the average person. He's an unusual figure.
Unusual indeed, given that Donald Trump, who at 78 would be the oldest person elected president, refuses to release his medical records despite being candidate for the highest office in the land. Well, his opponent suggests voters seek information elsewhere.
I invite the public to watch his rallies and be the decision maker on his acuity. And you will see in his rallies how he goes off on tangents, how he is not focused on the needs of the American people with solutions to the issues that concern them the most.
They want to do things like no more cows and no windows in buildings. They have some wonderful plans for this country. Also, we have many Azerasians in our room. Do you know Biden never took it off? Because if he ever did, it's so much money. But also, if he ever did, our country would be just overrun.
Yeah, there are plenty of examples of Trump slurring, struggling to speaking incoherently, and making illogical remarks. The instability is such that right-wing leaders continue to express concern about Trump's mental acuity.
Fox News viewers, people out there in the country who have watched President Trump this year, they see a different person than they saw 4 years ago. They see a very different person than they saw in 2016. I think that you don't even have to take my word for it. Just listen to former Republican Governor Chris Christie, who just yesterday came out and said that he was worried about the instability of Donald Trump and that he has declined.
Yet, interestingly enough, Trump seems to call Harris's fitness into question.
There's something wrong with her when you can't get up and make a speech like normally, like with all the work we do, you'd think you could for 40 minutes. Well, she makes very short speeches, too. Do you ever notice they're like 10 minutes? It's, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank you. My name is Kamala. And, she'll speak like so routinely. And I hate the word, they had word salad, the words. I don't like the sound of it, but it's sort of true. She just they're just words. They're put together. They don't mean anything. How the hell can we have a person like this to be our president?
Trump has never released medical records. That's a fact. In 2016, when 45 ran, well, he had a letter that he had dictated to his doctor himself saying that he was the healthiest individual ever elected to the presidency. Yeah, that's really not necessarily proof for us. Having a full understanding of a candidate's physical and mental fitness for the highest office in the land is not nonsense. It is important. We the people must know the mental and physical soundness of an individual who is vying to be our leader. The president holds the highest executive power. He has the nuclear codes. He's responsible for making decisions that affect national security, economic stability, and international relations. A president who is mentally and physically fit can process information quickly, is better positioned to articulate their thoughts intelligently, instilling confidence. They also can stay calm or under pressure, maybe effectively lead during chaotic situations. Whereas poor mental acuity leads to erratic, impulsive decision, escalating crises, policy shifts, inconsistent management of the executive branch, and so on. That would only cause confusion and inefficiency. Whether it's access to nuclear weapons or the power to execute laws, the president must be of sound body and mind. And if Trump is not fit for office, that is, if he doesn't have the mental acuity or the physical aptitude to make it another 4 years, well, the American people must know now. And I'd say that's especially given his most recent threats to use antiquated laws to deport and intern citizens, as was done during the last World War.
And I will invoke the Alien Enemies Act of 1798. Think of that. 1798. This was put there. 1798. That's a long time ago, right? To target and dismantle every migrant criminal network operating on American soil. Who would have ever thought that a president or a future president would ever have to stand here and say such things? Who would think that that's even possible to have to do?
So do you think that Trump will ever disclose a complete and legitimate medical evaluation? You let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Hit those like and follow buttons, and thanks for watching.
It makes you wonder, why does his staff want him to hide away? One must question, are they afraid that people will see that he is too weak and unstable to lead America? Is that what's going on?